What up, y'all? It's me, Kendra Solo, Yo Cannabis Fitness Trainer. We're back in the Beat Lab, the Lit Fit Studio, aka my bedroom slash office. And today I wanted to talk about cannabis and exercise and like why it is something that I choose to use as a way to build my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and obviously not obviously, that sounds so bad, but to build my physical body, my physical strength, stability, mobility, flexibility, all the ilities. So, got a little Bone Thugs going on right now. Hopefully you can hear it. Hopefully you can vibe with it. And I like to freestyle these videos, but I definitely wrote down a couple of points that I'm going to highlight. So why cannabis and exercise? So first of all, exercise. We all know it's good. Move your body, get your oxygen flowing, you're strengthening your internal systems, you're strengthening your connection with the external world, you know, your five senses, your touch, your taste, your smell. You're strengthening all of those within your body when you exercise. And I don't want to go real scientific because you guys know these benefits. They're pretty common sense as well, right? And then you take cannabis. And cannabis, as you know, very healing medicinal plant. If you don't know, now you know. But this might make a little bit more sense to give you kind of like a personal backdrop with cannabis and exercise, to kind of make that connection for you guys. My own personal story, a lot of you know that I struggled for a long time in my mid-teens to my early 20s with an eating disorder. I was bulimic, and I was on antidepressants, struggled a lot with depression. And during that phase of my life, this song right here, right now, I tried so hard and I felt like I was in so much misery. Not because of my eating disorder, not because of the depression. I knew that was just a side effect, but I didn't understand what was like really, what was wrong, you know? And the whole thing was there was nothing wrong with me. I was just attached to this perspective, to this image of me, of maybe call it my ego. But I wasn't connected so much to my heart, to my true self, because I had a self-confidence issue. And that rooted, you know, real early in my childhood. Nothing like crazy happened to me, but I broke my leg when I was like 7, and I gained all this weight, and I was fat in middle school. You all know me. If you went to Oak Ridge, shout out to Oak Ridge, you know, and I had glasses, and I just, it was rough, you know, but I was still a beautiful, sweet young girl, developing her body, and it was confusing. So long story short, I developed an eating disorder. I developed depression from not having a strong sense of self-worth, self-confidence. And it was just because the things I was focusing on weren't really relevant. You know, I was a cheerleader and I felt like my body should look like this and my friends should be like this and all these things that I thought should be a certain way. That were on their own scale, but I had so much emphasis on it that I just really lost that touch of me and what I bring to the table, and the person that I am is really a reflection of my environment, you know? Reel it in. Shout out to my friend Andrew for making this playlist. Avi, you know who you are. Anyways, long story short, guys, coming back to wrapping it up with cannabis and exercise, is I started using cannabis exercising when I was 18 and started going to the gym and just smoking, mixing it with pre-workout, which I don't recommend. Um, but it started this whole cycle of how I was seeing my body and how I wanted to see my body, and how I wanted to see the relationship with myself started to change. It was like when I was in there and I was high and I was just like doing some cardio and I had my music going, like nothing else mattered. I felt great. I felt in my body, my mind was calm, and I started noticing this inner dialogue. So the inner dialogue, what I was telling myself, I was telling myself everything when I wasn't when I wasn't working out and high. I had a really bad relationship with the thoughts in my head, super dark. Um, and during my workouts, I would realize those thoughts that would come up, like, oh, you suck. Oh, you're fat. Um, yeah, you're not hot. No. Like, I was just mean to myself, just, ugh, my worst critic, which I know you guys can all relate with, for sure. And so, anyways, I started seeing like, hey, why am I calling myself this? Yeah, why am I calling myself these types of things? Why am I treating myself like this? Um, and fast forward to 10 years later, woo! I can finally say that that inner dialogue is a lot more healthier. So that's why cannabis and exercise is so like a healthy combo. And I'm not saying exercise like to each their own. You know how to move your body, and if you don't, I'm a cannabis fitness trainer, I'm a fitness trainer, I'm a coach, and I can help you develop that side of you. But if you do know how to use your body and you do know cannabis, then finding your sweet spot of where you are going to be successful with the mental thoughts that go on during your workout. So, I mean, maybe going for a jog and taking a bong rip might get you to that place where you're like, hey, these are my thoughts that are going on, these are my feelings that I'm having, and then you're able to switch it around. Be like, okay, so yeah, maybe this sucks. Maybe I don't feel so strong here. Maybe I'm not financially where I want to be. Maybe my relationship needs some work. And then those new creative, I wouldn't even say creative, but those new pathways start to form, this new connection of self-esteem with yourself, where instead of you being the critic, you're actually the coach. So you're coaching yourself with these new thoughts, these new feelings, and you're acting on them. And I feel like cannabis and exercise really helps kind of like put your face in your muck and be like, oh, this is where we at. Okay, let's do something about it. So in a nutshell, the mentality, the spirituality around cannabis and exercise is huge. I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. I just know that my own ability to coach myself and coach my clients is really strong, balanced, and therapeutic in its own way without having to say I'm a psychologist, because I'm not trying to be that. I'm a coach. So that spiritual part, that mental mindset training part, mixed with the physiological benefits that you receive from balancing your body, balancing the inside of your body and also your external body. You guys know I'm all about the 3D fitness. This isn't 3D fitness, but I'm trying to see. Hold on, maybe there's a little picture here. There's a little picture of some 3D fitness going on. You can join me Sundays, Laudermilk, We Lit Fit. I'm doing a right a push-up with my right hand internally rotated, my left hand's neutral, probably. It looks a little internally rotated. Point being, okay, we do push-ups, we do really fun stuff. We got tunes. And it's a safe space for you to come and use cannabis and to enjoy moving your body and to give it a try for yourself, you know? I wouldn't say that it's not for everybody, but cannabis, ingesting it internally, like eating hemp in your diet, I'm a huge hemp fan, is another way to activate your endocannabinoid system and get your body producing its own cannabinoids. So that's the idea, okay? You're producing your own root of self-esteem, you're producing your own sense of self, a healthy sense, and also with your endocannabinoid system, you're producing cannabinoids, you're stimulating that. I'm different. 2 Chainz. I'm gonna change that. It goes a little hard. Man, already 11 minutes in. I could keep ranting all day with this, with you guys. But cannabis and exercise, great tool for balancing your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. And let me know what you think. Drop a comment. If you use cannabis and exercise, let me know how you use it and what it's helped you with. And if you haven't and you want to give it a whirl, let's book a sesh. Mindbodyphysique.com. Book a LitFit virtual sesh. I got a lot of coupons on there. If you need one, just let me know. I'll hook you up. And I hope this gives you guys a little bit of insight of why cannabis and exercise is so beneficial and how it can benefit you and your life. Because if you have a healthy mind, you have a healthy body, you feel good, you're doing what you love, that is going to ripple across your whole life and out to your family, out to your friends, to your business, to your clients. You know how it do. You're right. So, peace out.